Indians are everywhere. Chances are you have a friend, a colleague, a neighbor, or at least an acquaintance who is from India. Some of you may have been to India, but chances are most of you have not. India is a land of festivals. These festivals bring joy. You'll see lights, delicious food, colorful clothing, and learn about the reasons behind these festivals. So let's dive into the top 10 most popular Indian festivals. Let's start with the most celebrated festival, Diwali or Deepawali. It is also known as the Festival of Lights. It symbolizes the victory of light over darkness and good over evil. It typically falls in either October or mostly November and is celebrated over 5 days. The most important day of Diwali is Lakshmi Puja. Lakshmi is the goddess of wealth. On this day, people worship her. They clean and decorate their homes to welcome the goddess and perform special prayers and rituals to seek her blessings for prosperity. Fireworks are a part of Diwali celebration. Kids and young people enthusiastically participate in lighting firecrackers. But due to the environmental issues, people are moving towards eco-friendly Diwali. When it comes to decorating homes, there are two elements, rangoli and lights. Rangoli is a colorful pattern and design on the floor created using colored powders, rice and flower petals. These designs are mostly created at the entrance of homes and are considered auspicious decorations. Many houses in India also put Christmas-like light bulbs and diyas outside their house. Special dishes and sweets are prepared during Diwali. These include a variety of traditional sweets like laddus, jalebis and burfis, as well as savory snacks like samosas and pakoras. Diwali is not only a festival to celebrate with your family, but also with your friends and neighbors. It is a time for family gatherings and reunions. Just like in the US, we exchange gifts on Christmas. Most families in India visit each other and give gifts and sweets to each other. So, this was about Diwali. Now let's go to the second most popular festival in India, which is Holi. Holi is one of the most vibrant and widely celebrated festivals in India. It typically falls in March and marks the arrival of spring. Holi usually begins with a ritual called Holika Dahan on the evening of the full moon night. A bonfire is lit to symbolize the victory of good over evil and the burning of demoness Holika. People sing and dance around the bonfire and offer prayers. The story behind Holika Dahan is based on the legend of Holika and Prahlada. Holika, the sister of the demon king Hiranyakashipu, attempted to kill her nephew Prahlada, who was devotee of Lord Vishnu. However, she perished in the process while Prahlada survived. After Holika Dahan, the next morning, people of all ages come together to play with colored powders, water balloons, and water guns. They throw colored powders and water on each other, turning the streets into a riot of colors. Holi is a time when social boundaries are often blurred. People of all backgrounds come together to celebrate, and it's time to mend relationships, forgive and forget, and strengthen social bonds. I remember from my childhood, this was an opportunity to play with girls. Another important memory of Holi is that people drink a cannabis-infused milk drink and get really high. Moving along, the next most important Indian festival is Eid-ul-Fitr and Eid-ul-Adha, also known as Bakrid. India is a secular country and everyone has a right to follow whatever religion they like. India is home to some 200 million Muslims, one of the world's largest Muslim populations, but a minority in the predominantly Hindu country. Eid-ul-Fitr, known as the festival of breaking the fast, celebrates the end of Ramadan, a month of fasting, prayer, and reflection in the Islamic tradition. It signifies the joy of successfully completing the fast and serves as a time for Muslims to seek forgiveness, strengthen community bonds, and provide charity to the less fortunate. While there isn't a specific mythical story associated with Eid-ul-Fitr, its significance lies in the Quran's revelation to Prophet Muhammad. Similarly, but distinct from Eid-ul-Fitr, we have the celebration of Eid-ul-Adha or Bakrid, the festival of sacrifice. This commemorates the willingness of Prophet Ibrahim to sacrifice his sons as an act of obedience to Allah. It emphasizes faith, sacrifice, and importance of sharing blessings with others. Eid-ul-Adha begins with a mosque prayer, followed by families sacrificing animals, symbolizing obedience and gratitude. The meat is shared with the poor, relatives, and friends, reinforcing the value of charity and community among Muslims. Moving along to the most celebrated and popular festival in India, let us learn about Raksha Bandhan. This is a beloved festival celebrated across India that holds great significance as a day for reinforcing the bond between brothers and sisters. The festival's name Raksha Bandhan translates to the bond of protection. On this day, sisters tie a sacred thread called Rakhi around their brother's wrist, symbolizing their love, protection, and the promise of support. In return, brothers offer gifts and vows of safeguarding their sisters. The festival's origin is not tied to a specific mythical story, but resonates with the spirit of familial love and protection. Celebrations are marked by these heartfelt ceremonies, often followed by family gatherings and feasts, strengthening the cherished sibling relationship. I remember at our house, all the cousins would gather together and my mom would make bread pakoras and chole bhature. My dad's sisters would get money from him and my parents would give us money to give to my other cousins. It was a lot of fun, but now, since everyone has moved to different countries and they have their own families and kids, we try to connect over WhatsApp and Zoom. Next, it's time to visit the land of Bengal, where Durga Puja is the biggest festival. It is associated with the legend of goddess Durga's battle with demon Mahishura. According to the Hindu mythology, Mahishura was a powerful demon who terrorized the heavens and earth. The goddess, with her divine strength, defeated and vanquished the demon. Durga Puja celebrates this triumph of righteousness. Durga Puja typically spans over a period of 10 days, although the main celebration takes place during the last 4 days. The festival begins with the installation of elaborate and beautiful crafted idols of goddess Durga in specially decorated pandals. The making of these idols is highly creative and artistic endeavor. People visit different pandals to admire the artistic displays, decorations, and idols. It has become a popular tradition to go to pandal hopping during Durga Puja, exploring the creativity and grandeur of each one. Delicious food and sweets are an essential part of this celebration. Durga Puja is time of communal bonding and togetherness. Next, we'll explore the festival in India that was started to unite people against the British colonial rule. I'm talking about Ganesh Utsav. Freedom fighter Bal Gangadhar Tilak started this festival in the 1890s. This festival celebrates the birth of Lord Ganesha. People bring Ganesh idols into their homes or public pandals and after a period of worship, immerse these idols in water. Lord Ganesha, the elephant-headed deity, is revered as the god of wisdom, prosperity, and new beginnings. The festival typically falls in the month of August. It is one of the most widely celebrated and revered festivals in the western state of Maharashtra. During the festival, people perform daily prayers and rituals to Lord Ganesha. These include the recitation of mantras, offering of flowers, incense, sweets, and lighting of lamps. Devotees seek the blessings of Lord Ganesha for wisdom, success, and the removal of obstacles. The festival lasts for a specific number of days. At the end of the celebrations, the clay idols of Lord Ganesha will be immersed in rivers, lakes, or the sea. This immersion, known as the Ganesha Visarjan, symbolizes the act of bidding farewell to the deity. with the belief that Lord Ganesha returns to his celestial abode. The festival is marked by music, dance, and cultural performances. Traditional instruments like the dhol, tasha, lizim are played during the processions and ceremonies. People dance and sing devotional songs to celebrate this occasion. Modak, a sweet dumpling made of rice flour or wheat flour and filled with jaggery and coconut, is considered Lord Ganesha's favorite sweet. Preparing and offering modak is an important part of the festival's food traditions. The next most popular festival at number 8 is Janmashtami, a lively and cherished festival in India that marks the birth of Lord Krishna. It revolves around the life and stories of this beloved deity. Krishna's birth is enveloped in tales of miracles and divine intervention, such as his rescue from the tyrant king Kansa and his youth as a mischievous cowherd. Janmashtami is the time to remember these stories and immerse oneself in Krishna's teachings of righteousness and love. One of the most thrilling traditions is the Dahi Handi, pot of yogurt event, where young men form human pyramid, reach and break a suspended pot filled with curd. The festival is also marked by vibrant decorations, traditional dances, and feasting on Krishna's favorite dishes such as makhan, which is butter, and sweets. I recall from my childhood, this was an opportunity for my brother and I to create a Lego-like structure outside of our house depicting the life of Krishna. We would walk around the neighborhood and look at various other artistic kiosks that people would have set up similarly. Moving along, it is time to visit God's own country and my dad's favorite place on the planet, Kerala, where Onam is the biggest festival. There are a lot of harvest-related festivals in India, as a few hundred years ago, the main profession of Indian people was farming. Both Onam, Baisakhi, and Pongal or Makar Sakranti are all harvest festivals that celebrate the abundance of crops. They have distinct cultural and regional variations, each with its own ritual and traditions. The central story of Onam revolves around the King Mahabali, a legendary ruler known for his just and benevolent rule. According to Hindu mythology, King Mahabali's reign was so prosperous that it concerned the gods, and they sought to help the Lord Vishnu to curb his power. Vishnu took on the form of a dwarf Brahmin and asked for 3 paces of land from the king. Mahabali agreed but realized too late that the dwarf was Vishnu, and he covered the entire earth with 2 paces. As a result, he was sent to another world. However, it is believed that out of respect of his virtuous rule, King Mahabali is allowed to visit Kerala once a year during Onam. The festival celebrates his return and the spirit of his reign. One of the most important aspects of Onam is the grand feast known as the Onam Sadhya. It is a sumptuous vegetarian meal with the variety of dishes served on a banana leaf. The meal is a symbol of unity and togetherness. Pulikali is a traditional art from where people paint their bodies to resemble tigers and perform vibrant dances and acts on the streets. It is a lively and colorful part of Onam celebrations. Next, Baisakhi. Baisakhi, also known as Baisakhi, is a significant festival celebrated in the Punjab state and among the Sikh community worldwide. It typically falls on April 13th or 14th every year. For Sikhs, Baisakhi holds a special place in their religious calendar. It commemorates the formation of the Khalsa Panth in 1699 by Guru Gobind Singh, the 10th Sikh Guru. On this day, Guru Gobind Singh initiated the first 5 Sikhs, known as the Panji Pyare, and established the principles of Sikhism. Apart from the Sikh history, Baisakhi also has historic significance related to the Jallianwala Bagh massacre in 1919. This tragic incident occurred on Baisakhi, when British troops opened fire on a peaceful gathering of Indian protesters, leading to a significant turning point in the Indian independence movement. I got an opportunity to visit Amritsar and hence Jallianwala Bagh with my mom and dad.
This is called the Shahidi Well, the place where they jumped in the well to save themselves from the barrage of the fire that happened from General Dyer. And next we can see some more bullet wounds that are preserved here. So these are all the shots that were fired.
And finally, we have Pongal. Pongal, a cherished tradition in the southern state of Tamil Nadu, is a 4-day harvest festival that ushers in Tamil month of Thai, typically in mid-January. The heart of Pongal lies in the very name of the festival, which pays homage to a special dish known as Pongal. This delectable concoction made from freshly harvested rice, jaggery and other ingredients is central to the festivities and is ceremonial boiling brings communities together. On the other side of the country, you have Makar Sakranti, a jubilant festival celebrated on January 14th or 15th, marking the sun's journey into the zodiac sign of Makara, which is Capricorn. While Makar Sakranti finds its roots in the northern and western regions of India, it shares the spirit of harvest celebration. Kite flying fills the skies and the holy river dips cleanse the soul. As the sun sets, families come together to indulge in sweet treats made from the sesame seeds and jaggery. Different regions add their unique twists, making each Makar Sakranti a delightful reflection of local customs and traditions. And finally, last but not least, we have Christmas. Christmas is a joyous celebration that holds profound significance, marking the commemoration of the birth of Jesus Christ. In India, Christmas arrives like a spirited guest, filling the air with its unmistakable charm. While Christmas in the United States is a grand affair, India adds its own delightful twist to the holiday season. Here, Christmas isn't just a day, it's a season of joy, especially in the regions with a significant Christian population like Goa, Kerala, and northeastern states. Midnight Mass is a solemn affair, but what sets it apart is the harmonious blend of cultures. It's not unusual for Hindus, Muslims, and people of all faiths to join the celebrations, reinforcing the country's unity in diversity. And while you'll hear the familiar strains of carols, Indian communities often infuse traditional melodies into the mix, creating a harmonious blend of East and West. So whether you're in a snow-covered landscape or under the warm Indian sun, the universal message of love and togetherness remains at the heart of Christmas celebrations. What I remember from celebrating Christmas as a child is very different from my American friends. We do not have the traditional Christmas tree in India in every house. We also don't have the Christmas lighting or the Christmas decorations like the States. We have a Christmas party for sure, at school, at workplace, and in the evening at various venues in Delhi. People go out to these fancy hotels and enjoy delicious multi-course meals, and there's a DJ and dance party during Christmas. Very different from what we have here in America. So, this was about the top 10 most popular Indian festivals. I hope in this video you have learned something, and now when you talk to your Indian friends, colleagues, or neighbors, you have a little bit more idea about why they're dressed up in Halloween-looking costumes on a regular day in America. If I missed a festival or an important mention about any of the traditions in these festivals, then comment down below so the rest of us can learn from it. Thank you for watching, and until next time, goodbye.